What is going on, YouTube? BackSlash coming at you with my 5th video, and today we are taking a look at Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 4. Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 4 serves as the 5th volume because the series starts at 0, and it introduces a number of new characters and continues on arcs that we've been seeing throughout the manga, continues to develop the world a bit. This volume has been animated. I don't know what the episodes are, but I mean, everything up to, I want to say, book number 8 has been animated, so I'm going to be saying that for the next couple of videos. Go ahead, go watch it on Crunchyroll, go watch it on Hulu, go watch it wherever it is. New season coming out in July, so we will definitely be covering that when it drops. I'm gonna try and keep this as spoiler free as I can, especially since there are some big spoilers that happen in this volume. So if you guys don't want to get spoiled, this is perfect for you. If you've already read it, you know what's coming anyways. So that's what that is. Without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into this. So cover design. I really like the design of this cover, honestly. Gojo is one of my favorite characters. I think he's probably one of your guys' favorite characters too. I think that having him as the cover, especially ripping his blindfold off, is a really cool look. Along with that, I think showing his like bloody fingers and then like his distressed mouth shape, whatever that is, really kind of helps to show that Gojo isn't always the like cool, calm, collected character that we see in this series or that we've seen up to this point in the series. Out of 10, I'm gonna rate this an 8 because while I do like it and I do like Gojo, I think it's missing some artistic flair that the later covers have, and I think you guys will see that as I continue this series on, that some of the covers later on are like unbelievably cool. This is a good one though. This is definitely a good one. Now, jumping into the characters and the plot of this specific volume, we have 11 total chapters in this, which is, you would think, a lot of ground, but it's not all that much. So we first see a continuation of the Young Fish and Reverse Punishment arc. We have Yuji coming face to face with both Junpei and Mahito. Along with that, we see a fight between Nanami, Yuji, and Mahito, which is really, really good. And we also get to see Mahito's expansion. His domain expansion is unbelievably cool. After that arc is wrapped up, we get to see a little bit of Kenjaku and Jogo plotting on how to get Sukuna on their side. And then towards the end of this volume, we start diving into the Kyoto Sister School Goodwill event, which features a number of new characters and some very interesting plot developments that I'm not going to spoil. I will go over the characters that we get to meet. We get to meet Iori Utahime, Noritoshi Kamo, Kokichi Muta, fan favorite Kasumi Miwa, or just Miwa as people refer to her. A lot of these characters just refer to by their last name. And Momo Nishimiya as well. Along with them, we get to see Principal Gakuganji reintroduced again, and that causes some interesting stuff to happen. If you guys are caught up with the manga, you know what his deal was. We get to start to see the beginning of the team battle, which is a part of the Goodwill Sister School event, and that continues into volume 5, and I'm very excited to talk about that because that is a really, really cool part of the manga and part of the anime. So now looking at the bang for your buck that you get with this volume if you do decide to buy it. Well, I think that the fight versus Mahito is interesting. I do feel that this volume is a little bit less overall interesting than others. The fight with Mahito is definitely like the main thing that you will notice during this, as we get to see Sukuna interact with Mahito, along with Sukuna interacting with Yuji and Mahito, and then Yuji and Nanami coming together to fight Mahito. So there's a lot that goes on, and so there's a lot of writing about that. That's probably what I think 7 or 8 of the chapters is the fight with Mahito, which again is good, but it does feel like it drags at certain points. I think in the anime they do it really well. It takes like an episode and a half. It's really good and really concise and compact, whereas here there's a lot of different elements going on when you're writing something out and you need to kind of specify and go back to everything. So I still think it's good. I don't think it's as good as the last volume. I think what really kind of carries this, I would say, other than the actual like fighting with Mahito, which is good, is the Kyoto Sister School Goodwill event. I think that, like, introducing those characters, we get to see Toto, we get to see Mai again. I think that is really, really cool. Volume 5 is definitely one of my favorite volumes because of that event and because of the fights and stuff that happen with that event and everything that goes down. It's really cool. Along with this, you can find this volume on Amazon for $9.69. So we're getting closer to that Barnes & Noble $9.99 price point. That is just kind of blanket coverage everywhere. This is when it starts to add up a little bit quicker in terms of collecting the different volumes of the manga. It does get a little bit more expensive. I would definitely still say this is worth it if you've already got the first 4 and you want to keep reading. This is definitely one to pick up, as it finishes off the arc from number 3 and then continues on an arc that will go into 5, I want to say 6 as well, and maybe even the beginning of 7. The Kyoto Sister Goodwill arc is extremely long and it's really good. So my overall rating for this is going to be an 8 out of 10. It's definitely still good, but I don't think it packs the punch that number 3 does. It does have some twists that are really good, I will say that, especially with the Mahito arc and then also the Kyoto Goodwill Sister School arc. So like that, there is stuff that happens for sure, but I feel like a lot of that stuff, one of the twists does get resolved in this. The other one does not get resolved till volume 5 or 6, but it's still really good. All right, guys, there is a very brief and quick overview of Jujutsu Kaisen Volume 4. I plan on doing these for all the Jujutsu Kaisen books. Again, I have up to 14 right now, so we're just chugging through these. Stay tuned for them in the future. I hope you guys like this video. If you did, please please drop a like, subscribe, and comment. Let me know what you guys want to see next. Thank you all for watching the video. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.